pace and that this is showing up on our YouTube channel before we get going.
Saying live today.
Oh, it's saying live for you. Awesome. I don't see. Oh, there we are live now. So you guys, Miki has won the OT Gala Eurovision contest, and OMG, I am beside myself. This was my favorite by far. It was the only song that was Eurovision ready. He can take this, he could even take the staging, and he would slay on that stage. Robin in New Zealand.
Oh, absolutely. There were other songs that were kind of quite good, but perhaps they weren't matched with the right singers. But Miki was the only one that had the whole package. This is the kind of song that during the OT galas, it's the kind of song that he did well with. Those really kind of very Spanish, very sort of festival party that everyone's enjoying it and everyone's dancing along. It's something that only Spain can deliver. If any other country sends a song like this, it's going to be like, why are you trying to pretend to be Spanish? Whereas this is like the Spanish flavor is rich and intense. And I think it will be impossible to not have a good time when he's performing. So I'm very, very happy. I'm glad the Right Act won.
We are headed to España to Jordi.
Hey! Guys, same here. Like, I just love Miki. He was definitely my favorite by far as well. And I agree with you guys that it was like the most ready song for Eurovision. I particularly really like the positivity this song spreads. Like, it's full festive mood, and it's so nice to see all the audience jumping, screaming, and singing along this song. That's a very positive feeling. I really back this. And the staging, I really like it as well. It's really transmit the type of rumba that this song somehow feels. And I really like the instruments because there's a lot of drums and there's a lot of instruments in the song, and the staging and those people playing the instrument, it kind of feels like you can really connect with that. So I'm so happy with this. It's very positive, and I think people will really enjoy that.
And Luis, you are also in Spain. You wrote the results post on WIWIBLoggs. You were following this very closely. What's your first reaction?
Yeah.
I'm totally over the moon. Miki was my favorite also coming into the show, and he delivered. The performance was by far the best one, and I think it was the only one who actually can work at Eurovision. I don't know. I kept on getting this Cosa Mostra, Alcohol is Free, Greece 2013 vibes with the song. I don't know. I'm very hopeful this year with what we picked. It's like for this last years with Barey and Amayan Alfred and Manuel Navarro, I was like, okay, it's the least bad option of the pack. Or last year, rather, it's the most suitable option. Well, this year, I'm just like, I love the Spanish song, finally.
Now, I've got to ask the two of you in Spain. From the outside, when I hear this song, I think, you know, tropical, happy, positive, optimistic, and it sounds Spanish to me. Is this a cliche, or do you also consider this Spanish sounding?
Oh, it's a cliche we have to embrace, definitely. Because I don't know. I think it's very festival, very summer festival. We have a lot of them in Spain all around the country. So yeah, it's like very also I don't know, the summer at your town and the parties and the concerts that the orchestras do there, the street and those kind of street orchestras we call them here. I don't know. It's just fun. It's positive, and yeah, it's summer in Spain basically.
Yeah, same. Oh, sorry, Robin, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'd be interested for you guys to talk about the meaning of the lyrics. I had a quick look at the translation site, and it seems to me about sort of dropping all your pretenses and realizing the true self, something like that. I don't know. What can you talk about them?
Luis, you can, if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Me,
I talked already.
Or just anyone.
Yeah, definitely it is. It is very positive, and it has a very interesting meaning of the song, and it's just about that, like about finding your true self, and it is very positivity, and I really really matches with the logo in this year, and yeah, so yeah, and it's you can really sing along, and the lyrics are very easy and it's very catchy, so I think it's very wise. Yeah, it's very friendly.
Yeah, it's curious because the lyrics don't always make sense. I mean, they're not like full phrases. They're just like
No.
he's saying positive things. He's just like, I don't know. I can't remember exactly one of the lyrics now, but he's just like saying incorrect, fun and positive things, which actually just fit the whole mood of the song. Yeah, but people don't necessarily understand it, so that's fine.
And you know what? It seems, I obviously don't understand the lyrics, but it seems that he connects with the lyrics. Like he looked comfortable. When he was singing the duet with that woman, was in Natalia,
Yeah.
that was a total mismatch. He was not comfortable and it showed. But when he sang Lavanda, you could see he was really feeling it. He doesn't have to depend on anyone else, just himself. He seems like a positive, happy person. And he worked every inch of that stage and every note of this song. It just brings out the best in him. And I think that's so important at Eurovision, is having a song where in 3 minutes people can see that you enjoy it. And when you enjoy it, they want to enjoy it. And no one's speaking.
I think, yeah, it's a good song. It's a really good match for him. And like, I think the way that the OT Gala worked is when they called for songwriters to write songs for the show, and they could have particular singers in mind. So it wasn't always the best the way. Sometimes it just felt like they were putting together, like, here's a random person and here's a random song. It didn't really like, for some people it didn't work. And sorry, I keep looking at the picture.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so with this, it was a good song. It suited Miki. Whereas you might look at maybe, well, we should talk about the second place, Maria. She's kind of an alternative rock vocalist, and they gave her this sort of this goofy, attitudey pop song, and I think that was never quite a good solid mix for her. So yeah,
Listen, I've got to talk about Maria. When that song first came out, Bite Me, I was like, wow, this is between Lavanda, and Bite Me. But then tonight, Bite Me was like a different song. It's like she did a before and after photo, but after was worse than before. It's like the 10-year challenge in the worst way. In 10 days, they managed to kill a song. The staging was appalling. It was like her and her girls had gone to yoga class and they said, "Ooh, you guys, let's go sing a song. Let's join X Factor." And then they went all sweaty. They sang the song. She wasn't feeling it. We all know that she's not so keen on going to Eurovision in Israel. And that really showed. There was no passion. There was no fire. And I'm thankful that Spain took her advice and voted for Miki.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, she wasn't really feeling the song. She didn't want to go to Tel Aviv. It was open and like she was very open about it. And yeah, I mean, I'm not saying she wasn't really trying, because through all the Operación Triunfo process, we've seen Maria is not exactly the best singer of the pack, but she showed some attitude in every one of her performances back in Operación Triunfo. And tonight that wasn't there. It was just like her singing a song that she had to sing, and doing it with no passion, no interest whatsoever. So yeah, I'm thankful that Muerde Me is not going to Eurovision. Uh, I think it's a good song, and it could have done well with another singer, not with Maria.
Yeah, same here. And it was not, I really disconnected from her. Like she was underwhelming in a way that she was not feeling whatever she was saying or singing. And I was like watching her performance and I was like, oh no, I would not vote for this song. Like, she's not believing in this product. She just is here because she feels like she has this contract and she has to do that. And I think that's not the right attitude to, put like your effort in this platform in Eurovision. And I don't know, I felt like very disconnected from her, and it felt very bland. Though I have to say that I really enjoy the choreography at some point. Like, even if it was like the song was not okay and stuff, and she was not really feeling it, I really enjoyed some camera shots and some choreography happening there. Though the staging and that parking or whatever that was, because I'm still trying to figure it out, why was that staging? Was not okay to me. I'm so sorry, Maria.
I just want to read you 3 comments from our viewers. The Sultan5757 says, I almost feel like she was self-sabotaging. Sylvia Navarrole says she liked the first 30 seconds, ... And Proud Swifty says she didn't perform very good and she still finished second. I call her a queen.
Yeah, her song had a lot of support, and like what I said before is we still have the studio version. It's gonna make people really happy, and it's gonna be like a Euroclub favorite. But yeah, it didn't work live, and there are also other songs that I think the studio version was pretty good. Like Maria's song, Todo Bien. That was another one where like her vocals live were a bit shaky. She sort of sounds quite nervous sometimes when she performs, but the studio version was like amazing and well worth it.
I was going to say the opposite. I actually really liked Marilia because she was during Operación Triunfo. She was this shy kind. She was doing like little songs, ballads, and stuff. And then she came. She had a lot of attitude, and I'm not going to say she's late because she didn't really uh, get it. All her songs, she was a bit shaky. Her vocals were a bit shaky at some points, but she did quite well. The one I wasn't really expecting to be as bad as it was tonight was La Clave. And I'm sorry to say this because Natalia is a very good singer, and she actually gave a good performance, but the song didn't really. I don't know. I wasn't feeling it at all. I don't know if it was the lyrics, if it was the final production. It felt just like such a wannabe of Rosalia that it didn't make Natalia justice because she did very well, and the song wasn't real. I mean, she performed it really well, but her song wasn't really uh, in her level.
Yeah. I'm happy that they changed the lyrics of that song though, because there was one particular quote in, I think many fans can guess which one was, but there was a particular quote on that lyrics that it was quite cringy. So thanks God they removed it. Nevertheless, yeah, it kind of did not work. And what it's surprising is like when like she has this amazing stage presence, and even if the song was not that okay, I truly can tell you guys that I was somehow believing in her, and I was like, oh my god, I'm really enjoying it somehow. But I think it was because she can really perform, is what you were telling me, is like she can really perform. And that's the thing that I've seen in this selection, that they have lots of talents, they have lots of things that they can offer, but these songs couldn't let them to, use the talent they have.
I was also a bit disappointed with the song that Famous had. Like I even in the studio version, I knew it wasn't the best song for him. When you consider the sort of performances he did on the show, including his version of Cesar Sampson's Nobody But You, it would have been really good if he had had a big sort of in-your-face ballad, romantic ballad with like lots of emotion and lots of scenes. But they gave him, it was quite a mediocre song, and he gave a good performance, but it just didn't work. So it's sad.
He did what he could do with that. Which was not much. My attention was focused on his backing vocalist with their light stands. They were moving it left and right like Lighthouse X from Denmark, Eurovision 2016. There was one dancer in particular, or backing vocalist. I call him a dancer because he kept swerving and moving. And frankly, that was more interesting than the song itself. I think he delivered it well. The chorus was good. It's just the verses were very weak. He deserved better. They may want to rethink the selection process. Like, if the winner of OT doesn't deserve a good song, then who does? Do you know what I mean? Spain believes in him, and then he was given that song. I think there are questions there.
Yeah, they're going to do another series of OT next year. They said they were maybe going to give it a rest for a year, but they've just confirmed it's going to be in their next season lineup. So I don't know. Is it like they really need to think about, you know, do they actually want people to be able to write songs with the singers rather than sort of at a distance going, well, this is how I think my perception of the singer is. You know, that system maybe isn't the best. Yeah, they really want to put more emphasis on the quality of the songs than, you know, in the last 2 years they've been lucky that there've been, you know, a few good songs in the final, but it's a bit disappointing when you have a final that's maybe 3 or 4 quite good songs and decent contenders for Eurovision, and the rest just feel like padding.
You guys, on our live stream, we've just asked our readers and viewers whether Spain or Jonida Maliki from Albania has the better Eurovision song. I want to pose this question to all of you. Let's start in Spain with Jordi.
I'm gonna say Spain. It's now leading. There's something about Donida's offering that I'm not really feeling it. She was not also my favorite in the selection. I don't think she was in my top 5 though. And so yeah, I'm still betting for Miki's La Venda, and I really can't connect to that song specifically, so I'm gonna put Spain now first.
Luis.
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm putting Spain ahead as well. And not because of Calvinism or something like that. I love Janida's song. I'm not going to pronounce it because I'm not able to. But yeah, I think Lavenda is, I don't know, Lavenda is a song I would listen to on my daily life. While Albania's song is a very good one, and I really like the package, the Albanian song and the performance she gave at the Festival de Congues. She herself, not the backing dancers or whatever that was. But yeah, I prefer Spain.
Robin, the time has come for your Eurovision top 2.
Yeah, they're both really good songs. I feel like Albania's song it's a more serious, more emotional song. It's sort of aimed more at Albanian diaspora, so it has that sort of specific audience. It's as the lyrics are in Albanian and that they have a very specific message. It won't perhaps resonate as much with non-Albanian speaking audiences. So I'd put that second to Spain, because I think Spain's song is more of a big party song, a big celebration. Everyone can join in. You don't necessarily need to know the lyrics. You can just bop along and everyone's having fun. But if, you know, I'm not saying that like Spain is here and Albania is here. It's like one after the other. And if there were more songs in the mix, Albania would be close to the top.
Yeah, these are totally different, I guess, products, apples, pears, oranges, bananas, whatever you want to call them. I think Spain is more instantly understandable. Like, I don't speak Spanish or Albanian, but when I hear La Venda, I get it. Do you know what I mean? I get the party vibe. It's an instant and immediate connection, and that's what you need at Eurovision. You know, in 2017, we had Manel Navarro, kind of a dreamy, slowy song. And then last year we had Almaya, very romantic. it's nice for them to go up tempo, to bring us something Spain is really known for in Europe, and that is that party vibe. And you know what? This makes me want to move. It's like, it is so happy. Eurovision is always going to be filled with screaming women in pain. Let's be honest. I can already say about 35 of those songs this year are going to be a screaming woman in pain. But this is a man who is happy. And by the way, that was not about Jonita. I love Jonita. I'm just talking more broadly. Spain is bringing a good flavor. This is the fiesta that we've all been craving. I'm really positive. I honestly think if they get their staging right, this could go left-hand side. A lot of people in our comments section disagree with me. However, if they get the staging right, which is always hard for Spain, I'm saying a left-hand side.
That's actually something I'm really worried about, because Spain's track record with staging has not been good. Beret spoke about how she had such big ideas for her staging, and then she just ended up doing that thing with, oh, I've fallen over. No, I haven't. And it was like, oh. And yeah, they've even Adurnes with the dramatic dress change and the dancer, and that all seemed really cool, but it's never quite worked with Spain. And I wonder, like with Miki accompanied by what looked like to be a high school brass band, that was a weird look. I'd rather sort of see like both males and females, and I guess they'll need some backing singers if they're going to do a band. Some of the band members would need to be singing as well. So, but yeah, the more the merrier. Basically, they can only have 6 people on stage, but they need to have that fiesta feeling. I don't know if they'll be able to start Miki down in the crowd. There's not going to be a lot of room in Israel, but yeah, hopefully they'll be able to do something that creates a feeling of a fiesta.
You guys, this video is getting real long, so why don't we go around and give our closing remarks on anything you would like. I'll kick this off by saying, I think we've talked a lot about the happy vibe, you know, he can sing, the staging. I think the production here is actually good. I feel like I could hear this now on the radio. I prefer this to Despacito. I mean, this seems to have a soul. This doesn't seem cheap. It seems to, as a non-Spanish person, it seems like something that's at once, you know, cliche, but also authentic in a good way. I mean that in a very positive way. This is a song from Spain that I will download and listen to. And I think at all the pre-parties, he's going to win people over with his charm. People are going to get moving. Put this after Blackbird from Finland. You know, you're going to partay, wipe away those tears and partay. So I'm saying good luck, España, a very good decision. This was the best choice for Spain of the songs tonight. I think Spain got it right.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think we got it right for the first time in many years. And although last year I thought Ducati was the right choice, but I was proven wrong later. But yeah, anyway, this year, yeah, I'm hopeful, and I feel like I don't know. It's just like it's such a positive song. Every time I hear it, I just can't help but smiling and tapping along. I'm not going to say dance along to it, but yeah, it's just so good. I was listening to it today on my way to work and back home then later. So yeah, it's just so positive, so uplifting. I feel like people are going to vote, especially the televote, are going to support this. I'm not sure if the jury will, but I think the televote can really get behind this. And Spain has been lacking a lot in televote for the last year, so I think that could be a nice change on our voting patterns.
I'm very happy with it. I think it's easily one of Spain's strongest entries in years, maybe since Ruth Lorenzo. You know, and I don't know. I don't want to say this, but I'm just getting a top 10 feeling here. But I guess it all depends on what the other entries turn out to be. But yay, Spain!
Same, guys. I'm so happy that for once in a long time, Spain has chosen correctly. Yes, Spain. Yes, thanks for that. So happy because after all the drama we have been living lately with these selections, so far we have a happy ending for Spain. So thanks God, all the effort and pain we've been suffering, it was totally worth it. I forgot to mention something, and I was like, I'm so happy also that the song starts also in the people, like he starts the song in the audience, and that's so cool because the song calls for people engagement. And so yes, I think the staging has been really right, and I'm very sure that his performance brought lots of new voters to his song. So that's a good feeling.
A song of the people, chosen by the people, that starts among the people. Look at this face, the surprise. Oh, you can't really see it, but the surprise when he won, that mouth is open. A lot of people gonna want to give him a kiss to congratulate him. Bezos, Bezos, Bezos. In any case, that's what we think. What do you think? Did Spain make the right decision? Do you think that Miki can come top 10? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the bell so you get notifications on live streams like this.
Yeah, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video.
And don't forget to check our websites and share all your thoughts in this video and every live stream. We are also on Twitter and Instagram.
Loving you, loving Spain. Congratulations. Bye.
Bye.